Introduction to Banned Knowledge. Banned Knowledge. This book will help you achieve anything you want, is a profound and eye-opening exploration of unconventional wisdom, designed to equip readers with the tools and knowledge necessary to transcend limitations and create the life of their dreams. Unlike traditional self-help books, which often recycle well-trodden ideas, this book ventures into territory that challenges societal norms, deeply ingrained beliefs, and outdated paradigms. It opens the door to concepts and strategies that have been overlooked, dismissed, or even suppressed, offering insights that empower individuals to think differently, act decisively, and unlock hidden potential within themselves and their surroundings. At its core, the book introduces a philosophy of radical personal transformation, urging readers to unlearn what they think they know about success, failure, and the world around them. It dives into the mechanics of the human mind, explaining how subconscious conditioning and societal programming can limit ambition and creativity. By shedding light on these constraints, the book empowers readers to break free from the mental cages that hold them back. It teaches that true achievement isn't about adhering to a prescribed path, but about rewriting the rules, embracing change, and daring to dream without boundaries. The book unfolds with a step-by-step journey into mastering key principles of success, the art of unlearning outdated ideas, breaking through emotional and psychological barriers, and harnessing the power of influence, focus, and resilience. Readers are guided through practical techniques for overcoming fear, reprogramming habits, and aligning their actions with their deepest aspirations. Through lessons on visualization, goal setting, and leveraging hidden forces of energy and creativity, the book provides a toolkit for transforming challenges into opportunities and obstacles into stepping stones. This isn't just a guidebook. It's a call to action, a manifesto for anyone who is tired of settling for mediocrity or conformity. It teaches that the world is filled with untapped resources and limitless possibilities, waiting to be seized by those bold enough to take charge. With its unique blend of cutting-edge psychology, motivational insights, and actionable strategies, Banned Knowledge offers a revolutionary roadmap to self-mastery. It empowers readers to question everything, embrace uncertainty, and take risks that lead to extraordinary results. Ultimately, the book leaves readers with a clear and inspiring message: the only true barriers to success are the ones we impose upon ourselves. By equipping readers with both the mindset and tools to transcend these limits, Banned Knowledge delivers a transformative experience, one that helps individuals break free from constraints, redefine their possibilities, and achieve anything they set their minds to. Chapter 1: The Power of Unlearning. The first chapter, The Power of Unlearning, is a profound exploration of the transformative act of letting go of outdated beliefs, assumptions, and habits that no longer serve us, paving the way for meaningful growth and success. It challenges the traditional emphasis on accumulating knowledge and skills, arguing that true transformation often begins with unlearning what we think we know. From a young age, we are shaped by societal norms, cultural expectations, and personal experiences that create mental frameworks, patterns of thought and behavior we rely on to navigate the world. While these frameworks can be helpful in certain contexts, they often become rigid, outdated, or counterproductive as we face new challenges, pursue ambitious goals, or attempt to innovate. This chapter examines how these mental constructs, when left unchecked, create invisible barriers to success by reinforcing limiting beliefs, perpetuating unproductive habits, and narrowing our perspectives. Drawing from psychology, neuroscience, and real-life examples, the chapter explains why unlearning is a critical skill in today's rapidly changing world. The human brain is wired for efficiency, which means it clings to familiar patterns and resists change, even when those patterns are no longer relevant or beneficial. This resistance is often rooted in fear of the unknown, fear of making mistakes, or fear of losing control. The chapter highlights how these fears manifest in our daily lives, keeping us stuck in routines that feel safe but ultimately limit our potential. It discusses how societal conditioning further reinforces this resistance, as we are often rewarded for conforming to norms and discouraged from questioning the status quo. To help readers understand the significance of unlearning, the chapter presents powerful anecdotes of individuals and organizations that achieve remarkable breakthroughs by challenging conventional wisdom and rethinking deeply ingrained practices. For example, it discusses innovators who defied industry norms to create groundbreaking products, athletes who unlearned traditional training methods to enhance their performance, and everyday individuals who overcame personal struggles by questioning their long-held beliefs about themselves. These stories demonstrate that unlearning is not just about abandoning old ideas, but about creating the mental space necessary to embrace new perspectives, skills, and opportunities. The chapter also delves into the psychological and emotional aspects of unlearning, exploring why it feels so difficult and uncomfortable. It explains that unlearning requires us to confront cognitive dissonance, the mental discomfort that arises when new information conflicts with existing beliefs. This process can be unsettling, as it forces us to admit that what we once thought to be true may no longer be valid. However, the chapter emphasizes that this discomfort is a natural and necessary part of growth. It encourages readers to see it as a sign of progress rather than a setback, reminding them that great achievements often require us to step outside our comfort zones. To make the process of unlearning accessible and actionable, the chapter introduces a range of practical techniques. Mindfulness practices are suggested as a way to become more aware of automatic thought patterns and recognize when they are limiting or outdated. Reflective journaling is recommended as a tool for examining the origins of one's beliefs, identifying those that no longer align with current goals or values, and envisioning new possibilities. Exposure to diverse perspectives through reading, conversation, or travel is highlighted as a powerful way to challenge ingrained assumptions and expand one's worldview. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of creating a supportive environment for unlearning, whether through mentorship, collaboration, or participation in communities that encourage curiosity and open-mindedness. In addition to individual strategies, the chapter explores how unlearning can be applied at a collective level. It discusses how teams and organizations can benefit from unlearning outdated processes, hierarchies, or cultural norms to foster innovation and adaptability. By encouraging a culture of questioning and continuous improvement, groups can overcome inertia and unlock their full potential. This section of the chapter provides insights for leaders and decision-makers who want to inspire change and growth within their organizations. The chapter concludes with a powerful message: unlearning is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice that is essential for navigating an ever-changing world. It urges readers to embrace unlearning as a lifelong journey, one that enables them to stay adaptable, open, and prepared for new challenges and opportunities. By shedding mental clutter and outdated ways of thinking, readers can approach life with greater clarity, confidence, and creativity. Ultimately, the power of unlearning equips readers with the mindset and tools to break free from the limitations of the past, empowering them to take bold steps toward their goals and unlock their true potential. This chapter sets the stage for the rest of the book by laying the groundwork for a mindset that is receptive to the transformative knowledge and strategies that follow. Chapter 2: Breaking Through Barriers. The chapter Breaking Through Barriers offers an in-depth exploration of the complex and multifaceted nature of obstacles that prevent individuals from reaching their highest potential. These barriers can be both external and internal, and understanding how to break through them is essential for anyone seeking success in any area of their life. External barriers, such as financial limitations, societal expectations, systemic inequalities, and environmental constraints, are tangible and often seem like monumental roadblocks. These external factors, while challenging, are often more straightforward to navigate, as they are rooted in real-world circumstances that can sometimes be altered with persistence, strategy, or external help. However, the chapter delves deeper into the more insidious, pervasive internal barriers, which are often the most difficult to overcome. These internal obstacles, including fear, self-doubt, limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, and deep-rooted insecurities, are not always as obvious as external challenges, but can be far more destructive in preventing personal growth. These internal barriers, shaped by personal experiences, cultural conditioning, past failures, societal norms, and the subconscious mind, have the ability to dictate how an individual views themselves and their capabilities. Often, these beliefs and thought patterns are formed in childhood and reinforced through life experiences, making them deeply embedded in the psyche. For example, someone who was told they would never succeed in school because of their learning challenges may internalize that belief and carry it with them throughout their life, unconsciously limiting their opportunities and self-worth. The same is true for societal pressures. An individual who feels that their race, gender, or background disqualifies them from success may not even try to pursue their goals. These self-imposed limitations manifest as mental walls, discouraging risk-taking, preventing individuals from stepping outside of their comfort zones, and reinforcing the cycle of self-doubt. Therefore, overcoming these internal barriers is a far more complex process, requiring a deeper level of self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and willingness to change. The chapter suggests that the key to overcoming barriers lies not in avoiding them, but in changing how we perceive and respond to them. Instead of seeing barriers as permanent walls or insurmountable obstacles, they should be viewed as challenges to be solved, lessons to be learned from, and opportunities for growth. The act of breaking through barriers is often more about shifting our mindset than actually removing the obstacles themselves. In fact, the chapter encourages readers to embrace the idea that barriers are a natural part of the journey to success and should be reframed as stepping stones. It emphasizes the importance of developing a growth mindset, which allows individuals to approach problems with curiosity, resilience, and a belief in their ability to overcome challenges. Through this lens, barriers become less daunting, as they are seen as temporary hurdles that can be conquered with the right approach, tools, and mindset. A critical part of breaking through barriers is understanding that failure is not a reflection of one's capabilities, but a necessary part of the process of growth. This chapter stresses the need to redefine failure as feedback, a valuable resource that informs future actions. Most people view failure as something to be avoided at all costs, but it is through failure that we learn, adapt, and improve. By shifting the perception of failure, individuals can break free from the paralyzing fear of making mistakes and instead use those experiences to fuel their progress. The chapter explains that fear of failure is often the greatest barrier of all, as it prevents people from taking risks, trying new things, or pushing beyond their limits. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more one fears failure, the less likely they are to try, and the less likely they are to succeed. By learning to embrace failure as a natural part of growth and reframing it as a valuable tool for success, individuals can transform their relationship with challenges and begin to approach them with confidence and optimism. In addition to changing mindset, the chapter provides readers with practical techniques and strategies for dismantling both external and internal barriers. One of the primary methods discussed is developing greater self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to observe and reflect on one's thoughts, behaviors, and reactions, and it is crucial in identifying the sources of our limiting beliefs. The chapter suggests that mindfulness and journaling are powerful tools for gaining clarity about one's thought patterns, uncovering hidden fears, and recognizing unproductive habits. By becoming more aware of the thoughts that arise when facing obstacles, readers can begin to separate themselves from their automatic responses and choose more empowering ways of thinking and acting. The chapter also advocates for the practice of visualization, where individuals imagine themselves successfully overcoming obstacles and achieving their goals. This mental rehearsal only strengthens the belief in one's ability to succeed, but also prepares the brain to respond effectively when facing real-life challenges. Another technique discussed is the power of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep going despite adversity. The chapter explains that building resilience is essential for breaking through barriers, because it enables individuals to persist even when the road gets tough. Resilience is cultivated through practices like maintaining a sense of purpose, staying connected to long-term goals, and practicing patience during difficult times. The chapter highlights the importance of reframing setbacks not as failures, but as necessary lessons that refine skills and approaches. Building resilience also involves learning to adapt to changing circumstances and adjusting goals when needed. This adaptability is key to overcoming external barriers, such as financial constraints or lack of resources, as it allows individuals to pivot and find alternative paths toward their desired outcomes. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of taking consistent, small actions toward one's goals. The idea of breaking down large, seemingly insurmountable barriers into smaller, manageable tasks is a core strategy for creating momentum. When facing a major obstacle, the idea of tackling it all at once can feel overwhelming and paralyzing. However, by breaking it down into bite-sized pieces, individuals can take one small step at a time, gradually building the confidence and momentum needed to overcome the entire challenge. This strategy not only makes the barrier feel less intimidating, but also creates a sense of accomplishment as each small task is completed, which motivates individuals to continue pushing forward. Additionally, the chapter highlights the importance of external support in breaking through barriers. No one achieves success in isolation, and the chapter stresses that building a strong support system is essential for overcoming obstacles. Whether it's finding a mentor, joining a community of like-minded individuals, or seeking professional help, external support provides guidance, encouragement, and accountability. The chapter emphasizes that asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a smart strategy for accelerating progress. Mentors, coaches, and peers can offer valuable insights, share their experiences, and provide practical advice that helps individuals navigate barriers more effectively. Surrounding oneself with people who encourage growth, challenge existing beliefs, and hold us accountable is critical to breaking through personal limits. The chapter reinforces the idea that isolation, self-doubt, and trying to go it alone often make barriers feel even more insurmountable, whereas support networks can provide the encouragement and perspective needed to push through. In conclusion, breaking through barriers teaches that obstacles, whether internal or external, are inevitable, but they are also surmountable. The key to overcoming them is not in avoiding or denying their existence, but in changing how we perceive and respond to them. The chapter provides a detailed roadmap for transforming mental barriers, reframing failure, building resilience, and taking actionable steps toward one's goals. It encourages readers to adopt a growth mindset, embrace challenges, and view barriers as opportunities for learning and growth. Ultimately, the chapter emphasizes that everyone has the capacity to break through barriers by cultivating self-awareness, persistence, and the willingness to ask for help. By taking consistent, purposeful action and surrounding oneself with supportive, like-minded individuals, anyone can overcome the obstacles standing in the way of their dreams and unlock their true potential. Chapter 3. The Secrets of Influence. Chapter 3. The Secrets of Influence provides an in-depth exploration of the psychology, principles, and strategies behind influencing others in a way that leads to positive and impactful outcomes. It begins by uncovering the psychological underpinnings of influence, which have been studied extensively in the fields of social psychology and behavioral science. One of the key concepts highlighted is how individuals are often unconsciously influenced by emotional triggers, social dynamics, and subconscious cues that affect their decision-making. The chapter explains how emotions, particularly those related to trust, fear, desire, and status, play a significant role in the way people are influenced, making the ability to evoke the right emotional response a powerful tool in persuasion. The author introduces the idea that influence is not solely about logical arguments or facts, but about creating a sense of connection, emotional resonance, and alignment with the values of the person you wish to influence. In addition to emotions, the chapter explores several fundamental principles that drive influence, such as social proof, authority, and reciprocity. These principles show how people tend to rely on the actions and opinions of others to guide their own decisions, whether it's seeing others engage in a particular behavior, deferring to experts, or feeling a sense of obligation by receiving something from someone. The chapter argues that understanding and leveraging these principles can help individuals ethically persuade others by making their message more compelling and persuasive. The chapter also delves into the importance of rapport building and the role of trust in gaining influence. Trust is presented as the foundational element of influence, as people are far more likely to be influenced by individuals they trust and feel comfortable with. The text elaborates on various ways to build trust, such as demonstrating consistency, being transparent, showing empathy, and maintaining authenticity. It explains that influence is rooted in relationships, and the stronger the connection, the greater the potential for influence. To illustrate this, the chapter draws on studies and real-world examples, showing how people who take the time to understand the perspectives and needs of others can create lasting, meaningful connections that make persuasion more effective. Another key element discussed in the chapter is the art of listening. Influence is not just about speaking and presenting arguments, it's also about being an active listener and truly understanding the person you are communicating with. The chapter explains that effective influencers listen more than they speak, as this allows them to uncover the needs, desires, fears, and values of others. By listening attentively, individuals can tailor their messages and offers in a way that resonates deeply with their audience. The chapter emphasizes that listening is not just about hearing words, but also about paying attention to body language, tone, and underlying emotions, which can reveal much about what drives the person's behavior. In addition to listening, the chapter highlights the role of confidence and authenticity in influencing others. It argues that individuals who are confident in their ideas, products, or services are much more likely to persuade others. However, the chapter stresses that confidence should never be mistaken for arrogance or manipulation. True confidence stems from a deep belief in one's abilities or the value of what they offer, and it must be coupled with authenticity. Authenticity is presented as a non-negotiable component of influence, because people can quickly detect insincerity or disingenuous behavior. The chapter explains that when someone speaks with authenticity, they become far more relatable, trustworthy, and persuasive. Authenticity, when combined with confidence, gives influence an ethical foundation, where persuasion is about providing value rather than manipulating others for personal gain. The chapter further explores the power of framing, how the way information is presented can significantly impact how it is received. It discusses how framing a message in a way that aligns with the values, interests, and priorities of the audience can increase its effectiveness. For example, presenting an idea in a way that emphasizes the positive impact it will have on the listener's life or goals makes it far more appealing than simply listing the features or benefits. The chapter teaches readers how to frame messages to evoke emotions, create excitement, and inspire action, while ensuring that the message is relevant and meaningful to the audience. This involves understanding the mental models of others and adjusting communication to fit their worldview, needs, and desires. By framing ideas effectively, influencers can direct attention to what matters most, making their arguments more persuasive and compelling. Moreover, the chapter emphasizes the significance of common ground in the process of influence. Establishing common ground, whether it's shared experiences, mutual interests, or similar goals, creates a sense of connection and alignment between individuals. When people feel that they have something in common with the influencer, they are far more likely to trust them and be open to their ideas. The chapter explains that building common ground is not about pretending to be something you're not, but about genuinely finding areas of mutual understanding and empathy. By highlighting similarities rather than differences, an influencer can break down barriers and foster collaboration, making persuasion a more natural and cooperative process. Another critical point discussed is how to recognize and leverage the influence tactics of others. The chapter explains that influence is a two-way street, and being able to identify when others are attempting to influence you, whether consciously or unconsciously, can be a powerful tool. By recognizing these tactics, readers can become more strategic in their own interactions, understanding how to respond in a way that aligns with their own goals. For instance, if someone is attempting to persuade you using authority, the chapter suggests that you assess whether the authority is legitimate and how it aligns with your own values. Similarly, if social proof is being used, the chapter encourages readers to critically evaluate the situation and consider whether the actions of others are truly indicative of value or simply a herd mentality. By being aware of these tactics, individuals can navigate social and professional situations more effectively, making more informed decisions about when to accept influence and when to assert their own. The chapter also tackles the ethical considerations of influence, emphasizing that influence should not be about manipulation or coercion. Rather, the goal should be to create mutually beneficial outcomes where both parties feel empowered and respected. The author encourages readers to use their influence to create positive change, whether it's in personal relationships, professional settings, or social causes. It highlights how influence, when used ethically, can build trust, foster cooperation, and create win-win situations. The chapter suggests that the most successful influencers are those who use their power to uplift others, solve problems, and inspire meaningful action rather than seeking personal gain at the expense of others. Throughout the chapter, real-world examples and case studies are used to illustrate the concepts of influence in action. These examples demonstrate how individuals have used the principles of influence to achieve extraordinary results, whether in business, politics, social movements, or personal relationships. The chapter highlights well-known figures who have mastered the art of influence, breaking down their techniques and strategies to provide readers with practical, actionable insights. These examples serve as a source of inspiration, showing that influence is a skill that can be cultivated and honed over time with practice and dedication. In conclusion, The Secrets of Influence presents influence as a powerful, multifaceted tool that, when used ethically, can help individuals achieve their goals and create positive change in their lives and the lives of others. The chapter provides a comprehensive guide to understanding the psychology of influence, developing the necessary skills, and applying them in practical, real-world situations. By building trust, listening actively, framing messages effectively, and leveraging the principles of influence, individuals can persuade others while maintaining authenticity and integrity. Ultimately, the chapter underscores that influence is not about manipulation or control, but about creating genuine connections and aligning goals to inspire cooperation, collaboration, and positive action. Chapter 4. Harnessing Hidden Energies. Chapter 4. Harnessing Hidden Energies is a comprehensive and transformative exploration of the untapped potential within every individual, focusing on how to activate and channel different forms of energy to achieve extraordinary outcomes. The chapter begins by introducing the concept that the average person is only using a fraction of their full potential, which includes not only physical energy, but also mental, emotional, and spiritual energies. It argues that much of this vast inner power remains dormant due to various factors, such as limiting beliefs, societal conditioning, and lack of awareness about the abundance of resources within. These internal energies, when consciously harnessed, can propel individuals toward their goals with remarkable speed and effectiveness, yet most people remain unaware of how to access or maximize them. The chapter emphasizes that recognizing this untapped energy is the first crucial step in unlocking it, as it is only through awareness and a willingness to break free from old patterns that individuals can start to realize their potential. The chapter also delves into how many individuals unknowingly block their energy through negative thought patterns, self-doubt, and fear, which creates resistance and limits their growth. By addressing these internal blocks, people can free up their energy, allowing it to flow more freely and powerfully, driving them toward greater success. The chapter then explores the relationship between mindset and energy. It explains that the energy we cultivate within ourselves is deeply connected to the thoughts we think and the beliefs we hold. Positive thoughts and a growth-oriented mindset foster an abundance of energy, while negative or fixed mindsets create mental and emotional blocks that drain one's potential. For example, people who are constantly consumed by self-limiting thoughts, such as "I can't do this" or "I'm not good enough," are subconsciously draining their mental energy, which diminishes their ability to take action and make progress. In contrast, those who adopt a mindset that focuses on possibilities, growth, and resilience tap into a virtually unlimited source of energy. The chapter emphasizes that by changing how we think, we change the flow of energy within our bodies and minds. This shift in perspective, while often difficult, can make all the difference in accessing the power that is inherently available to everyone. The chapter continues by addressing the importance of physical energy, explaining that the body plays a pivotal role in the overall energy system. It delves into how the physical state of the body through exercise, nutrition, sleep, and hydration directly impacts an individual's ability to channel energy effectively. The author highlights the critical role of exercise in releasing endorphins and boosting physical vitality, which in turn energizes the mind and emotions. Regular physical activity not only strengthens the body, but also serves as a catalyst for clearing the mind and uplifting the spirit. Additionally, the chapter stresses that sleep and rest are essential for maintaining high energy levels. Without adequate rest, both the body and mind are unable to recharge and function optimally, leading to mental fatigue, decreased motivation, and diminished performance. The chapter advises readers on how to make conscious choices regarding food and lifestyle that maximize energy, urging them to adopt a balanced diet rich in nutrients that support long-term vitality. It encourages mindfulness about what we consume, as food can either act as fuel for our energy or as a drain if consumed mindlessly or excessively. Next, the chapter explores the role of emotional energy, a powerful and often underutilized form of internal power. Emotional energy encompasses everything from passion and enthusiasm to frustration and anger, and it is a force that can drive people to take bold actions and persist through difficult circumstances. The chapter explains that emotions are not just reactions to external events. They are forms of energy that, when properly understood and channeled, can become a powerful fuel for success. For example, passion and enthusiasm can propel someone to take the necessary actions toward their goals, even when the path is tough. However, it is often the more intense emotions, such as anger or frustration that, when harnessed correctly, can ignite a tremendous drive to overcome obstacles and fuel progress. The chapter stresses that emotional energy must be directed with intention. Left unchecked, emotions can spiral out of control, leading to burnout, stress, or destructive behavior. But when channeled into purposeful actions, emotional energy becomes a powerful ally. The chapter provides techniques like mindfulness, breathwork, and journaling as ways to process and redirect emotional energy toward productive outcomes. The role of the subconscious mind is also explored in this chapter, as it plays a significant part in shaping how energy is used. The subconscious mind holds deeply ingrained beliefs, memories, and emotions that dictate our actions and reactions without us even being aware of it. The chapter reveals that much of our hidden energy beneath the surface of conscious awareness, and by tapping into the subconscious, we can release vast amounts of untapped potential. Techniques like meditation, visualization, and affirmation are presented as methods to access the subconscious mind and realign it with the desires and goals of the conscious mind. Meditation, for example, is described as a practice that not only calms the mind, but also unlocks latent energy by quieting mental chatter and allowing deeper insight and clarity to emerge. Visualization helps individuals mentally rehearse their success, stimulating the subconscious to support their goals and provide the energy necessary to achieve them. Affirmations are suggested as a way to overwrite limiting beliefs with empowering ones, transforming negative thought patterns into constructive behaviors that unlock greater energy. The chapter also touches on the energetic exchange between individuals and their environment. It explains how external factors, such as the people we interact with, the places we live, and the activities we engage in, directly influence our energy. Negative environments, whether they are toxic relationships, chaotic workplaces, or unfulfilling activities, can drain our energy, while positive, supportive environments enhance and amplify our vitality. The chapter encourages readers to be mindful of the people and circumstances they surround themselves with, suggesting that individuals should seek out environments and relationships that uplift and inspire them. It also discusses the concept of energy vampires, or people who drain our energy through negativity or emotional manipulation, and how to set boundaries to protect oneself from these types of interactions. On the flip side, the chapter highlights the importance of nurturing relationships and creating spaces that support creativity, growth, and alignment with one's values, as these will act as energizing forces in the pursuit of personal goals. A significant portion of the chapter focuses on the concept of synergy, how combining different forms of energy can create a greater and more powerful force. The chapter explains that when mental clarity, emotional passion, physical vitality, and spiritual purpose are aligned, they create a synergistic effect that amplifies one's energy exponentially. This alignment is described as a state of flow, where everything comes together harmoniously to produce optimal results with minimal resistance. The author suggests that achieving synergy requires practice and conscious effort, particularly in maintaining balance across different areas of life. When these energies are in harmony, they allow individuals to perform at their highest levels, making the impossible seem attainable and transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. The chapter also explains that mastering this synergy is not just about personal achievement, it also has the potential to inspire and positively influence others, creating a ripple effect of energy that spreads outward. Finally, the chapter concludes with a discussion on the importance of energy management. Harnessing hidden energies is not about pushing oneself beyond the limit or burning out in the pursuit of success. The author stresses that balance is essential in maintaining high energy levels over the long term. By understanding how to manage and direct one's energies effectively through mindful practices, strategic rest, physical wellness, emotional intelligence, and alignment with personal values, individuals can sustain their drive and avoid burnout. Energy management is presented as a lifelong skill that empowers individuals to tap into their full potential without depleting themselves in the process. In essence, harnessing hidden energies teaches that everyone has vast untapped resources within themselves, and by understanding how to manage, channel, and align these energies, anyone can achieve their deepest desires and reach their highest potential. The chapter equips readers with the tools and knowledge to awaken and harness their own hidden energies, turning them into a powerful force for success and fulfillment. Chapter 5. Creating Your Reality. Chapter 5. Creating Your Reality is a deep and transformative exploration of how individuals possess the incredible power to shape their lives and experiences by consciously directing their thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions. It starts with the fundamental concept that reality is not an objective, fixed entity, but a dynamic, ever-changing reflection of our internal world. Everything we experience in the outer world, our relationships, careers, health, finances, and personal experiences, is deeply influenced by the thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions we hold on the inside. The chapter explains that each individual is a creator of their own reality, whether they are aware of it or not. It introduces the idea that our thoughts are like seeds that grow into experiences and situations. If we constantly think about fear, scarcity, or failure. These thoughts will generate experiences that reflect those beliefs, while focusing on abundance, success, and gratitude will invite more of those positive experiences into our lives. This idea is underpinned by the law of attraction, a concept that suggests that what we focus on both consciously and subconsciously attracts similar energy into our lives. The chapter emphasizes that our thoughts are magnetic, and the energy we emit has the power to draw corresponding experiences to us, whether they are positive or negative. In this sense, individuals are constantly co-creating their reality with the universe through their mental, emotional, and energetic states. The chapter further explores how our beliefs form the foundation of our reality. Often, these beliefs are ingrained in childhood or are learned from societal conditioning and can be deeply rooted in our subconscious minds. Many of these beliefs limit us, such as "I'm not good enough," "I'm not deserving of success," or "I can't have what I want." These limiting beliefs become self-fulfilling prophecies, keeping individuals trapped in cycles of failure or unfulfilled potential. However, the chapter underscores that these beliefs are not absolute truths. They are simply thoughts we have accepted as true over time. By identifying and challenging these limiting beliefs, individuals can replace them with more empowering ones, such as "I am worthy of success," "I have the power to create the life I desire," and "abundance is my natural state." The chapter encourages readers to become aware of their habitual thoughts and question whether they are serving their highest good or reinforcing a negative reality. Through practices like affirmations and mindset shifts, individuals can consciously rewire their subconscious mind, transforming their beliefs into ones that support and align with the reality they want to create. In addition to shifting beliefs, the chapter also emphasizes the power of emotions in shaping our reality. Our emotions are not random. They are signals from our inner selves that reflect our alignment with our desires. When we feel joy, excitement, or love, we are in alignment with our true potential and are vibrating at a high frequency that attracts positive experiences. Conversely, when we feel fear, anger, or frustration, we are in a state of resistance, which can attract experiences that reinforce those negative emotions. The chapter explains that emotions are powerful energetic forces that act as a guide, signaling whether we are moving closer to or further away from the life we want. By becoming more aware of our emotional states and learning how to shift them, individuals can elevate their energetic frequency and align themselves with their desires. Techniques like mindfulness, deep breathing, and emotional release work are suggested as ways to process and release negative emotions, while practices such as gratitude, appreciation, and joy can elevate one's emotional state and attract more positive experiences. Visualization is another powerful tool discussed in the chapter, which helps individuals consciously create their reality. The chapter introduces the concept of mental rehearsal, where vividly imagining a desired outcome or experience can actually program the subconscious mind to manifest that reality. When we visualize success, love, abundance, or any other desired experience with deep emotion and clarity, we send a powerful signal to the universe that we are ready to receive it. The chapter emphasizes that the more detailed and emotionally charged the visualization, the more powerful the manifestation process becomes. The mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. So when we repeatedly visualize our goals as if they have already happened, we begin to shift our beliefs and actions to align with that vision. This creates a magnetic pull towards the desired outcome, increasing the likelihood of it materializing. The chapter provides practical exercises for daily visualization, where readers are encouraged to take a few minutes each day to mentally experience their ideal life, focusing on the feelings and sensory details that accompany that vision. Over time, this practice rewires the mind to believe that the desired reality is already on its way, fostering confidence and alignment. However, the chapter also stresses that visualization and positive thinking alone are not enough to create lasting change. Action is a crucial element in manifesting one's desires. The chapter stresses that inspired action, the kind of action that feels motivated and aligned with one's inner purpose, is essential for turning dreams into reality. It explains that the universe often provides opportunities, but it is up to the individual to take steps toward their goals. Inspired action is different from forced, effort-driven action, as it comes from a place of intuition and alignment rather than obligation or fear. The chapter encourages readers to trust their instincts and act when they feel inspired, knowing that every step taken in alignment with their desires brings them closer to their ideal reality. It also highlights that small, consistent actions, over time, can lead to extraordinary results. The key is to stay in motion and remain open to opportunities, while being flexible enough to adapt when needed. By pairing intention with action, individuals are not only sending signals to the universe about what they want, but also showing their commitment to the process of creation. Another important aspect discussed is the role of gratitude in creating one's reality. Gratitude is presented as one of the most powerful energetic tools available, as it shifts focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. By practicing gratitude daily, individuals retrain their minds to focus on the positive aspects of their lives, which strengthens their vibrational frequency and aligns them with abundance. The chapter encourages readers to cultivate an attitude of gratitude for both the big and small blessings in their lives, as this shifts their perspective and draws more of what they are thankful for into their experience. Gratitude is also seen as a form of energetic currency. When individuals express appreciation, they are sending out a signal of abundance, which the universe responds to by delivering more of what they are grateful for. The chapter also mentions the concept of living in the feeling of having, where individuals act as if their desires have already manifested, embracing the emotions of fulfillment, satisfaction, and joy in the present moment. This not only strengthens the manifestation process, but also aligns individuals with the energetic frequency of their desired reality. In addition, the chapter discusses the importance of taking full responsibility for one's life and circumstances. It emphasizes that, in order to create the life one desires, individuals must let go of the victim mentality and recognize that they are the creators of their experiences. This can be a difficult shift, especially for those who have faced challenges or hardships, but the chapter asserts that taking full responsibility empowers individuals to change their circumstances. It encourages readers to stop blaming external factors or people for their situation and instead focus on what they can control: their thoughts, actions, and responses. The chapter emphasizes that owning one's power is the first step toward making lasting change, as it fosters a sense of agency and control over one's life. Finally, the chapter concludes by reminding readers that creating their reality is an ongoing, dynamic process. It is not about achieving perfection, but about aligning with the flow of life, trusting in the process, and staying open to the infinite possibilities that exist. The chapter encourages readers to view the creation of their reality as an art form, where they are both the artist and the canvas. It teaches that by mastering their thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions, individuals can consciously create a life that aligns with their deepest desires and purpose. The message of the chapter is clear. We are all capable of designing and living the life of our dreams, and by taking full ownership of our thoughts, feelings, and actions, we unlock the power to manifest any reality we choose. The chapter leaves readers with an empowering reminder that the world around them is not a fixed, predetermined outcome, but a reflection of their inner world, and they have the ability to shape it at will. Chapter 6: Mastering the Art of Risk-Taking. Chapter 6: Mastering the Art of Risk-Taking provides an in-depth exploration into how taking risks is not only a necessary element of personal and professional growth, but also a critical factor in overcoming the limitations imposed by fear and self-doubt. The chapter opens by explaining how most people instinctively avoid taking risks due to the fear of failure, the unknown, or the potential for loss. It discusses how the human mind is wired to avoid discomfort and uncertainty, which often leads to a life spent within the confines of the comfort zone, a place where growth and innovation are limited. However, the chapter contends that while safety and security are important, living in a constant state of avoidance can lead to stagnation and unfulfilled potential. Risk-taking, on the other hand, is portrayed as a powerful tool for expanding one's horizons, discovering new opportunities, and pushing past self-imposed limitations. It stresses that success and personal fulfillment rarely come from playing it safe or following the well-trodden path. Those who achieve extraordinary results are often the ones willing to step into the unknown, confront fear head-on, and embrace uncertainty as part of their journey toward greatness. The chapter further clarifies that risk-taking is not about recklessness, blind decisions, or impulsive actions, but rather about making informed, calculated choices that involve weighing potential rewards against possible risks. It explains that risk-taking requires a shift in mindset, seeing risks as opportunities for growth, rather than threats to be avoided. The chapter discusses how many individuals are often paralyzed by the fear of failure and, as a result, never take any meaningful actions toward their dreams. Yet, it is precisely through failure that the greatest lessons are learned. Each failure brings with it valuable insights that contribute to future successes, and without experiencing failure, one cannot develop the resilience, adaptability, and wisdom needed to navigate life's challenges. The chapter emphasizes that failure is not something to be feared or avoided, but rather something to be embraced as an essential part of the process. It proposes that individuals who take risks are not only more likely to learn faster and grow stronger, but they also begin to realize that the real failure lies in never trying at all. A key point discussed in this chapter is the importance of understanding the difference between reckless and calculated risks. Calculated risk involves careful consideration of the potential outcomes, thorough planning, and an understanding of one's own strengths, weaknesses, and available resources. The chapter advises readers to take the time to analyze situations and gather the necessary information before making a decision to take a risk. This approach reduces the element of uncertainty and ensures that individuals are making well-informed decisions. It introduces the concept of smart risks, where the risk taken is aligned with one's goals, values, and long-term vision, thus increasing the likelihood of success while minimizing unnecessary loss. Smart risk takers approach challenges with a combination of intuition, knowledge, and careful planning, understanding that the rewards of risk-taking can be significant, but require a level of preparation and foresight to ensure the best possible outcome. By doing so, they transform the act of taking risks from something daunting and potentially harmful into an empowering and transformative experience that brings them closer to their desired goals. Another powerful aspect explored is the relationship between courage and risk-taking. The chapter explains that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of fear. It highlights how fear, while a natural response, is often an exaggerated emotion that holds people back from making bold decisions. The chapter emphasizes that courage is cultivated through practice and experience. It is only by repeatedly facing fear and taking risks that individuals learn how to manage anxiety and develop the confidence to push through challenges. Courageous risk-takers understand that fear is a natural part of the process and don't allow it to paralyze them. Instead, they use fear as a signal that they are pushing beyond their comfort zone and are moving toward growth. The chapter draws attention to the fact that most of the greatest innovators, entrepreneurs, and successful leaders in history took substantial risks, often in the face of overwhelming doubt or opposition. But their courage to persevere in the face of adversity ultimately set them apart and helped them realize their visions. The chapter also emphasizes the critical role of resilience when it comes to risk-taking. Not all risks lead to immediate success, and even those who are the most skilled at taking calculated risks will encounter setbacks and challenges along the way. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from failure, adversity, or disappointment, is an essential trait of successful risk-takers. The chapter discusses how developing resilience involves not only having the courage to take risks, but also the mental and emotional strength to handle the inevitable obstacles that arise during the journey. Resilient individuals view challenges as temporary roadblocks rather than permanent barriers, and use each failure as an opportunity to learn and adapt. The chapter encourages readers to build resilience by cultivating a growth mindset, which involves viewing challenges as valuable learning experiences rather than setbacks. It also stresses that resilience comes from embracing discomfort and trusting that every risk taken is an investment in future growth, even if the immediate results are not as expected. Furthermore, the chapter explores the importance of embracing uncertainty as a natural and unavoidable part of life. Uncertainty is often the primary source of fear when it comes to taking risks. Yet the chapter asserts that uncertainty is also what makes life exciting and full of potential. It discusses how our brains are wired to seek stability and predictability, but in doing so, we limit our capacity for creativity, growth, and innovation. The chapter encourages readers to reframe uncertainty as a sign that they are stepping into new territory and opening themselves up to new possibilities. By shifting their perspective on uncertainty, individuals can embrace it as an essential part of the risk-taking process. The chapter provides examples of famous risk-takers who succeeded precisely because they ventured into the unknown and took bold steps into uncertainty, demonstrating that the greatest opportunities often arise from unpredictable situations. A significant portion of the chapter is dedicated to the idea of risk as a means of self-discovery. It explains that taking risks forces individuals to confront their deepest fears, insecurities, and limitations, which ultimately leads to greater self-awareness and personal transformation. The act of stepping out of one's comfort zone opens up new avenues for growth and helps individuals uncover untapped potential. By constantly challenging themselves to take risks, individuals begin to expand their abilities, develop new skills, and strengthen their sense of self-efficacy, the belief in their ability to succeed. The chapter stresses that through risk-taking, people discover who they truly are and what they are capable of achieving, which is essential for living an authentic and fulfilling life. Moreover, the chapter discusses the societal and cultural factors that often discourage risk-taking and how individuals can overcome these external pressures. Society often rewards conformity and punishes failure, which creates a fear-based culture where taking risks is seen as dangerous or irresponsible. The chapter explains how these societal beliefs can instill a fear of failure in individuals from a young age, leading them to avoid risks and seek security instead. It suggests that to truly master the art of risk-taking, individuals must detach themselves from societal expectations and learn to trust their own instincts and values. By doing so, they can break free from the fear of judgment and begin to take bold actions that align with their true desires, rather than conforming to what others deem acceptable or safe. The chapter concludes with a final reminder that risk-taking is not about achieving perfection or certainty, but about the willingness to take action in the face of uncertainty. Success is not guaranteed, but the chapter emphasizes that without taking risks, individuals forfeit the opportunity to discover their true potential and live a life of purpose. The key takeaway from the chapter is that mastering the art of risk-taking involves developing the courage to step outside of one's comfort zone, the resilience to overcome setbacks, and the wisdom to make calculated decisions that align with one's goals. Ultimately, the chapter encourages readers to see risks as powerful tools for growth, self-discovery, and the creation of the life they desire. By embracing risk, individuals unlock their potential to create extraordinary success, live authentically, and achieve the greatness they are capable of. Conclusion. The conclusion of Banned Knowledge. This book will help you achieve anything you want. Serves as an expansive, motivational message that draws all the ideas from the book into a coherent, powerful call to action. It encourages the reader to take full responsibility for their life, not allowing external circumstances, fears, or doubts to control their destiny. The conclusion reiterates a central theme of the book, that each person is a creator of their own reality, and the true power lies in the mind, in one's beliefs, and in the ability to take action with courage and confidence. It stresses that while the knowledge presented throughout the book is invaluable, true transformation only occurs when this knowledge is applied to real-life situations. Knowledge is presented not as an end in itself, but as a means to an end, an indispensable tool that empowers readers to take the steps necessary to achieve their deepest desires and manifest the life they envision. The conclusion asks the reader to reflect deeply on the wisdom shared in the previous chapters, to internalize the strategies of unlearning, risk-taking, and influence, and to take those ideas out of the theoretical realm and into the practical, everyday aspects of their lives. It emphasizes that the power to succeed and accomplish anything is within reach, but only if one actively pursues it and is unafraid to embrace the discomfort that often accompanies true growth. In fact, it asserts that the discomfort of risk and the uncertainty of stepping outside of one's comfort zone are necessary ingredients for the highest level of success and personal fulfillment. The reader is encouraged to shift their mindset, replacing fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs with confidence, resilience, and the mindset of abundance. Furthermore, the conclusion delves into the profound importance of taking immediate, deliberate action. It emphasizes that while waiting for the perfect moment is a natural human tendency, the reality is that there is no perfect time. Success is the result of continuous, proactive engagement with one's goals, regardless of whether the external conditions are ideal. This is the essence of mastery in life, the ability to move forward with conviction, even when things are uncertain, because it is through action that progress is made. The book stresses that growth is not linear, it's full of ups and downs, challenges, failures, and unexpected victories. But the key is to remain committed to the process, to trust in one's abilities, and to understand that setbacks are simply stepping stones that will eventually lead to success. Failure should be viewed as a valuable teacher that imparts lessons essential for future victories. The conclusion also highlights the transformative power of risk-taking as one of the most essential tools for overcoming limitations and achieving what others might deem impossible. The most successful individuals, it explains, are those who have learned to harness the fear that comes with risk and use it as a catalyst for growth, rather than allowing it to paralyze them. Moreover, the conclusion urges readers to continually challenge their limiting beliefs and societal conditioning. It reminds readers that much of the programming we receive from society, whether through family, culture, or education, is often designed to keep us small and safe, teaching us to follow rules, avoid failure, and settle for mediocrity. But true greatness, the book argues, is never achieved by following the conventional path. It is achieved by those willing to challenge these norms, by questioning the status quo, and by daring to step outside of their comfort zones. This level of boldness is what allows individuals to break free from their internal limitations and open up to a world of possibilities. By embracing their fears, their imperfections, and the uncertainty of life, individuals can unlock new levels of creativity, innovation, and success that they might never have imagined possible. The conclusion reassures readers that while this journey of personal growth and self-mastery can be intimidating, it is also one of the most fulfilling and rewarding experiences a person can have. Another crucial point made in the conclusion is that achieving one's dreams is not a solitary endeavor. It encourages readers to build meaningful relationships, seek out mentors, and surround themselves with a community of like-minded individuals who are also striving for personal growth and success. The power of influence, as discussed earlier in the book, is not only about influencing others, but also about being influenced by the right people, those who uplift, inspire, and challenge us to be better. The conclusion calls on readers to surround themselves with people who support their vision and push them to continuously elevate their game. It acknowledges that no one can achieve extraordinary success entirely on their own, and that collaboration, sharing of knowledge, and mutual support are essential ingredients for achieving great things in life. The book also stresses the importance of resilience, of staying the course even when things don't go as planned. Success is not always immediate. It takes time, effort, and continuous adaptation to changing circumstances. There will be obstacles, unexpected turns, and difficulties that arise along the way, but the conclusion emphasizes that resilience is the key to overcoming these challenges. The ability to bounce back from failure, to learn from mistakes, and to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead seems unclear, is what separates those who succeed from those who give up too soon. It encourages readers to view each challenge as an opportunity for growth and to never lose sight of the bigger picture. In addition, the conclusion brings attention to the importance of emotional intelligence and mental fortitude. It asserts that one's inner world thoughts, emotions, and beliefs has a direct impact on external outcomes. If a person has a mindset grounded in negativity, doubt, and fear, they will unconsciously create experiences that reflect these emotions. However, by cultivating a mindset of positivity, self-confidence, and abundance, individuals can transform their circumstances. Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize and manage one's emotions while understanding others, plays a critical role in this transformation. The conclusion reminds readers that mastering their emotional state is a key component of success, enabling them to stay focused, calm, and determined no matter what external challenges arise. The conclusion also revisits the concept of creating your reality that was discussed earlier in the book, reinforcing the idea that life is not something that happens to you, it is something you actively create. Your thoughts, actions, and decisions shape your reality. By changing your thoughts and beliefs, you can change your reality. And by taking consistent action toward your goals, you bring those realities into being. The book encourages readers to embrace their power as creators, to stop seeing themselves as passive recipients of life's circumstances, and to start seeing themselves as active participants in the design of their futures. The chapter on harnessing hidden energies is referenced again, reinforcing the idea that there is an abundance of untapped potential within every person that, when awakened, can drive them toward extraordinary success. The conclusion goes further to acknowledge that the journey to success is often long, winding, and filled with hardships, but it is the very nature of this journey that makes the outcome so worthwhile. Every person will face their own unique challenges, yet these obstacles are never insurmountable if approached with the right mindset, tools, and determination. The book concludes by reinforcing the importance of a clear vision, purpose, and unwavering belief in one's ability to achieve anything. It ends with a powerful affirmation that with the knowledge, strategies, and insights provided in the book, every reader has the potential to achieve their dreams, break free from limitations, and create a life of unparalleled fulfillment and success. It encourages readers to step into their greatness, to take bold, purposeful action, and to trust in their ability to create the life they desire, knowing that they are the architects of their destiny. By embracing the lessons learned, challenging their fears, and taking action, they can transform their lives in profound ways, achieving not just success, but also meaning, purpose, and a deep sense of fulfillment.